Good morning and welcome to Muddy River Mornings. I'm Bob Goff.
And I'm Brittany Bull.
And we've got a lot of stuff going on. It's been a very busy week here in Quincy and also in Hannibal. A lot of news stories going on, a lot of big stuff. But first, I want to thank our friends at Crazy Cakes for this. And I've been having to smack Brittany's hand all morning because she's been trying to eat it now. And it's like, no, you got to wait.
I'm very used to eating on camera though.
Yes.
So this
and
is
drinking
a
on
different
camera.
Thing. Yeah, but now it's morning.
It is morning, yes.
I am not a morning person.
She's pinch hitting for Emma, who's on vacation, and I thank you for, as you always do, answer the bell, going above and beyond for Muddy River.
Thank you.
So,
and again, thank you, Crazy Cakes, for keeping me alive this morning and helping me survive the morning.
Along with the cinnamon rolls, I'm drinking their cinnamon sticky bun coffee, which is their flavor of the month, and you're drinking the straight Black Joe's coffee.
Yes.
That's the one you like.
AM Joe's.
Yeah. So we're doing that, and Crazy Cakes, our friends over there, helping us get kick-started every Friday here on Muddy River Mornings. Again, as I said, it was a busy news week. One of the things that we want to talk about and do a little promo is that David Adam earlier this week and Randy Phillips went to Menard State Prison and interviewed Tim Bliefnick. And we've seen the promo that we're going to show you here shortly, and then the full interview will air sometime early next week. But Brittany, you watched the promo. What were your thoughts on it?
I think the first thing that I thought was it was giving the Dateline vibes, the resolution behind the camera work and everything was just super high quality. I know like Randy Phillips always does, but it was just very well done. The content itself is chilling. I know a lot of people might think, why are we giving this man a voice? And David puts it pretty bluntly, because he hasn't had one yet. Yeah. And I think a lot of people will be interested.
And that's what he says in this promo, which we're going to show you right now.
I'm David Adam, and I'm on my way to the Menard Correctional Center in Chester, Illinois for my exclusive interview with Tim Bliefnick.
Why'd you want to do this?
The day of when the police came to my house, I had wanted to talk to the police then and was told not to. During the trial, I had wanted to testify on my own behalf and was told not to. Mm-hmm. So the only side of this story, the only information that people have gotten is the other side. And I've learned through this that life is unexpected, and there's no saying that I couldn't have a heart attack tomorrow and die. And I wanted to at least be able to tell the truth, to tell what I know. What I feel, I don't know. It's almost like I haven't been able to speak on my own behalf, and I need to.
Let's get right to the question. Did you kill your wife?
We'll have the full interview with Tim Bliefnick coming soon on Muddy River News.
So as we said, we are not sure when we're going to air this yet, but we will let you know. That promo is, along with this program, it's also going to hit social media today. So I'm sure we'll be getting some feedback on that throughout the weekend. So also, the Mike McLean, Mike Madigan trial in Chicago still going on.
Still going on.
Jurors, an eighth day, I believe. More than 40 hours of deliberation. And the jury's been very quiet the last 2 days. I'm not sure what that means. A lot of times I believe it's like the longer they're out, the better that is for the defendant. But we don't know. And of course, Mike McLean from Quincy, this is the second trial he's faced. This is the first trial for Mike Madigan, who's the former Illinois Speaker of the House. So, but that's been some, the reporting that's been done by the Chicago Tribune, the Chicago Sun-Times, and our friends at Capital News Illinois has been great for us. When this story all first started, David and I were talking about, okay, should we go up there because of the local impact? Mike McLean was such a prominent member of this community, but we.
Could you imagine how ongoing?
Yeah. Can imagine me staying with my son for 2 months and him saying, no, you're not, get out of here. That'd be the problem. So, but no, anyway, so that's also going on. And then it's been a very busy news week in Hannibal as the firefighters went to the city council meeting and had some concerns about their pay and about their rate of attrition. Aspen Genenbacher covered that, and she also did a pretty incredible follow-up story that you had a chance to read this morning.
Yes, it was an incredible story because I felt like I was actually at that meeting. It might be lengthy for some to read, but I highly encourage you to read every last word of it.
Yeah, there's 2 stories actually, so.
Yes. So one story being the one that I'm referring to, where it's a conversation back and forth with a potential, well, no, she is a candidate for the 2nd ward, and then also with the mayor and the city attorney, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the back and forth, it was heated, and it was something that city council meetings aren't normally intriguing. This one was intriguing.
When you can feel the tension
Yes,
in the story, that's
through the words.
That's well written.
Yes, excellent. And I look forward to seeing the outcome of that. That 2nd story was about their water and potentially taking out the fluoride of it. One council member, I believe, said, I don't want the fluoride taken out of the water. So I thought that was super interesting. And if you read that story, you'll get the answers to that and more. Now we're going to take a quick break. Bob will be back with Andrew Wellman from Muddy River Engraving.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy. What kind of shows will you see on Muddy River Gems each month? The same award-winning storytelling from Mark McDonald and crew that you enjoyed for nearly 20 years on PBS. Muddy River Gems with host Mark McDonald. A new episode every month online from Muddy River News.
Welcome back with Andrew from Muddy River Engraving. He's got some cool new stuff for us like he always does. I can actually feel the fish scales on this.
Yep. Yes,
So,
that's a new one. We literally just got it in
Is this
yesterday.
actually made of a fish?
Sure, why not? Let's go with that.
Okay. That is really cool. And then talk about kind of these big logos and this big front on this.
Yeah, so
on
the
these
7
hats.
panel has been getting pretty popular for me. And what I did, I just kind of enlarged the patch. That way, now we can start throwing different animals, different logos, and everything on it. So more of like a wildlife series. The old school camos really coming back. So we've just been kind of showing off a few of those things. Rope hats, been popular.
Yeah.
They've been making a comeback too, and we just got in all these different old school camos.
Okay, this color of camo, what does that blend into?
That is
Sky?
It's a saltwater one. I don't do well around here, but I was like,
Okay.
with the river right there, maybe somebody will want something
Right.
like that.
And then, of course, the Hunter Orange, which
Oh, yeah.
is very popular as well. Ooh, I like that one.
Yep,
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you selling these bad boys for?
$30.
$30. This is a-
$30 with the patch on it.
And again, I have several hats from Muddy River Engraving, and the quality of the hat, the Richardson brand, is very good. And of course, not to mention the fabulous artwork and craftsmanship that Andrew always puts into these. So just great stuff always. You got any shows or anything you're doing exciting coming up?
Well, we haven't necessarily announced it yet, but August 2nd, Crosstown Showdown's coming back.
Oh,
We're
good.
making it bigger and better
Great.
than last year.
Excellent.
We're still working on some of the details with it, but we're looking to make it a huge event and really raise a lot of money for both schools.
I won't even make a joke about you raising enough money to light a field or anything.
Yeah,
So, stay away
so,
from that.
yeah.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Please do.
Please do. All right, there we go. We'll do that. So, all right, hey man, thank you very much. You always bring great stuff. Muddy River Engraving, fine sponsor of ours, been involved with our morning program for a while. It's always great to have you on and show off all your cool stuff, man. Thanks
It's always fun to be here.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hello, I am Maddie McCartney, Miss Quincy 2025. I am also the granddaughter of 2 amazing grandfathers. Besides having me in common, these men both live with heart disease. One needed stents and the other had open heart surgery. In honor of our loved ones, join me in these steps to manage heart disease risk. Choose healthy food and drinks. That means a high-fiber, low-fat diet that limits salt, sugar, and alcohol. Doing that helps manage blood pressure, cholesterol, and diabetes risk, and maintains a healthy weight. Talk to your healthcare provider about exercises that is safe for you. Don't smoke, or if you do, work on quitting. And take charge of medical conditions by seeing your healthcare provider regularly and taking any medications as prescribed. For more information, go to the website on your screen. Your heart health is important to you and to those who love you.
Women are exceptional. In the workplace, in the home, in the community, we fill so many roles vital not only to our success, but also the success of those around us. We deserve health care that is as exceptional as we are. Blessing Health meets the varied needs of every woman, from OBGYN care and breast health to pediatrics for those of us who have little ones in our life. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way.
Welcome back. Today is National Bubblegum Day.
Are you a bubblegum chewer?
No, it hurts my jaw.
Yeah, I'm not really big into it either. My dentist told me not to, but it's kind of strange because just the opposite happened for my daughter when she went to an orthodontist, and they kind of encourage it when you have braces.
National Send a Card to a Friend Day. I'm bad about cards. Don't send cards forever.
They're so expensive now.
Really?
I think the best thing, though, is a homemade card, personally.
Sure.
Yeah, and the thought of just having a card for no reason, I like this day.
Okay. National Periodic Table Day.
I was never a science person.
So you're not big on the elements then?
Not really. I mean, I found it so impressive, though, the people that could memorize them.
Yeah.
It just was never my thing.
I liked chemistry in high school and college. I actually took a lot of it. So didn't like the math stuff, but I liked chemistry, go figure. So this is one we messed up today. National Wear Red Day. We did not do that. We didn't get the memo.
No, we didn't. I was about to say, I wore it a little bit yesterday, and I'm trying to wear it because it is like the Valentine's Day season. It's also
Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I believe it's Heart Healthy Month.
Yes. The Blessing Heart Gala, I know, is this weekend. That's one of the things we'll be talking about in our What's Happening This Weekend segment. So, and it's also National Fettuccine Alfredo Day.
Oh, get out.
Yeah. I'm having some for lunch today.
Really?
Already decided. Yep. Already decided. And, ironically, we're going to have our first Cooking with Kohl segment. And Emma Dahlke, before she headed off to a sunny climate for the week, managed to visit with our friends at Kohl's Cash and Carry, and they whip up some shrimp Alfredo. Here it is.
Hi everyone, it's Emma Dahlke. I'm here with Bradley Darnell, Corporate Executive Chef at Kohl Wholesale. Tell us a little bit about what we're doing here today.
We're going to make some shrimp Alfredo today is what we're going to make.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
And why shrimp Alfredo?
Well, you got Lent rolling around the corner and also Valentine's Day. What better else a delicious dish to make than that? So
Yeah, I'm excited, and you'll be showing people kind of step by step how to do that?
Yep, absolutely. Show them how to make the shrimp and then the pasta and the cream sauce, and then put it all together and go from there.
That sounds good. I'm excited.
I am too.
All right, let's get started.
All right. First, we're going to start off with the pasta. You can actually use any pasta you want, whether it be ziti, penne, cavatappi. Today, we're going to use fettuccine. Make sure you add a little bit of salt to your water. You don't want to add any kind of oil or anything because that will prohibit the sauce from sticking to the pasta. When making your shrimp, you want to make sure you preheat your pan first. When you're working with stainless steel or cast iron, you want to make sure that your pan is very hot. And the way to test that is to take a little bit of water and flick in your pan, and it should kind of dance around. Once you got that accomplished, you want to add some oil, a high smoke content oil. So I'm using an avocado oil today. And make sure you also pat your shrimp dry. Today we're going to do a kind of a little blackened. So we're going to add our dried shrimp and some blackened seasoning. Kind of mix that up all together. And we're just going to place it in the pan. Should take only about a minute or two on each side to make. Make sure you keep that oil on the bottom of the pan nice and round. Give her a nice little flip. And we're done. Okay, now we got our pasta done. We're going to start with our sauce. So we're going to add a little bit of cream and then some dry ingredients. Salt, some garlic. You can use fresh garlic. Today we're using granulated garlic, not garlic powder. There's a huge difference in taste between the two. And we're going to throw a couple pads of butter in here. Once you do that, you want to add your pasta. When you get your pasta to al dente or to the tooth, or follow directions on the back of your pasta package, we're going to finish cooking the pasta off in the sauce. That's the best way to do it. It also helps thicken the sauce up too with the starches that's in the pasta. Once you get that all incorporated, then we can add our cheese. The cheese will also help and thicken up and give it a little bit of texture. And you can use much Parmesan as you want. You can use Parmesan, any kind of thing you want there as far as cheese goes, as much or as little as you want. And it should thicken up real nice. Now we're going to move it right to the plate. We're going to top it with our shrimp. And then we can hit it with a little bit of a fresh garnish here. Or you can use dried parsley, whatever you have in your pantry. And that's it. We got blackened shrimp Alfredo. If you would like to get a copy of this delicious dish, you can find it at the Kohl Cash and Carry showroom.
So Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Yep.
I think that this would be the perfect thing to make someone and kind of impress them for Valentine's Day. So let's give it a try here.
Well, I want to get me a mouthful here because I know it's really good. Not too bad.
That is so good. I'm going to try to make this. This seems like something easy and accessible. And you said they can pick up the recipe right here?
Right here at the Kohl Cash and Carry showroom, yeah.
Yeah, I would do that if I was you. And I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. And have a good day. And I'll see you soon.
See you next time.
Welcome back. That looked delicious. Did they plan that?
Don't know. I mean, that's some pretty good timing. I have to ask Emma that when she gets back. But yeah, no, that looked absolutely fantastic.
I think I'm going to have some fettuccine for lunch as well.
Woo!
Yeah.
Fettuccine day. So some great stuff from our friends at Kohl's. Also some great stuff coming up this week. David's been a busy guy this week. He's got interviews with the 2 Republican candidates for mayor, actually one incumbent in Mayor Mike Trope, and also Dan Brink, the former alderman. And we will have both of those interviews running Sunday on Muddy River News this week.
All right, and those will be separate interviews, right?
Yes, they're separate interviews. We'll have them like on the same page, like on the thing. You can click one to watch one and click one to watch the other. We didn't want to edit them or stack them on top of each other and run one first. And quite frankly, David nor I wanted to sit in the middle between two guys while they argue.
Well, I was going to say, I think this one might be extremely informative. I don't know if you caught the last couple of debates. I'm kind of always like watching these things, even if they're not on our station. But the last thing was very bogged down due to the arguments. So I think we're going to get a lot of answers, hopefully, on this one.
Also, Business Spotlight, full-service roofing. Ron Kincherf has that conversation. And then the debut of Frankie and the Klitz podcast is already up and running. Frankie Murphy-Giesing and Josh Klitz. And you're very excited about this.
I am excited. They're both good friends of mine. And they didn't know each other quite well at first. I think we kind of introduced them all. I think they will play off of each other so well. This is a podcast that is strictly for entertainment, for anyone wondering. We do house those there on Muddy River TV. Again, strictly entertainment. If you're looking for a good laugh, they had me rolling. And the first one, they start off with a list of bullies. So check that out.
No, it's a Brittany Bowl bringing people together as always. So, and then we had a really fun Club Muddy that's going to debut a little later today, and we talked a lot of things, made Super Bowl predictions. Got Ashley to admit I was right about something, which made me feel good. No, I was right. Let's just watch Club Muddy and you'll see. And then
we got to debut our plan on Club Muddy too.
Yes, your Save the World plan.
My Save the World plan.
And a great guest that you guys had a lot of fun with.
He was great. So I'm not even going to say who it is on here. I think you need to check it out for yourself.
It'll post later today as well on Muddy River. So,
sports with Matt Shuckman.
Well, happy weekend, Muddy Buddies. Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Shuckman coming to you from the home office as we get set for another big weekend. It's been a fun week. I had the Crosstown Showdown, Quincy High School and Quincy Notre Dame girls basketball teams going head-to-head at Blue Devil Gym. Great atmosphere. Really, those kids earned that and deserved that, and it was a fantastic night of basketball at Blue Devil Gym. And we've had a great atmosphere on Thursday night at Pepsi Arena as the Quincy University women's basketball team won its 11th straight game. They'll go for number 12 on Saturday afternoon against Drury, a team that they have not beaten in the last 17 tries. Quincy has not beaten Drury since the 2014 season. How about that? That's we're talking. It's been 11 years. That's crazy. Anyway, Quincy High School boys basketball team's at home this weekend for a pair of games. The Blue Devils are ranked number 3 in Class 4A in the state. Flip spots this week with Homewood Flossmoor, but still one of the best teams in the state. So got a Western Big Six Conference game against United Township on Friday night, and then Batavia comes to town on Saturday night. And then across town at the Pit this weekend is the Superfan Shootout. There are great games all day Saturday. A couple great games on Friday night with the Quincy Notre Dame girls taking on Clopton, the Quincy Notre Dame boys taking on Jefferson City Elias. And then on Saturday, 7 straight games, all involving area teams. Got a great game, Palmyra girls against Central Southeastern. The West Hancock boys, who are just on the cusp of cracking the top 10 in Class 2A. They'll be in action. The Pittsfield girls are in action. Again, the Palmyra boys, state ranked, a team over there, a team that's been in the rankings. And then Quincy Notre Dame and takes on Alton, the number 4 ranked team in Class 4A. So great games up and down the lineup at the Superfan Shootout. Might even try to do a couple special shuck on the trucks while we're out there on Saturday. That's the hope, at least. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Chiefs. I'm not an Eagles fan. I am a Cowboys fan, so I will root against the Eagles. It's just the way it is. Anyway, enjoy the Super Bowl. It should be a great Sunday. And have a great weekend. And we will see you right back here next week. Make sure to check out MuddyRiverSports.com for all your sports updates.
Well, we gave our Super Bowl predictions on Club Muddy, so we're not going to give them here. But we want to remind you it's the Super Bowl in case you're going to forget, like anybody could forget, right?
Yeah.
So.
Also, who cares about our predictions?
That's right. So, and it's funny because I said who I was going to bet on, and then I listened to a gambling podcast this morning on my drive to work and such, and now I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I better not. So anyway, I bet $5 and $10. I don't bet hundreds of I'm a nickel dimer, as they say. Just
who's the halftime show?
Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh, I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Are you as excited as you were when Shabuzi performed at the halftime of the Thanksgiving game? You're a big Shabuzi fan.
Actually, no, yeah, I liked the Shabuzi more.
All right,
probably.
There you go. So, big local events this weekend. Dancing with the local stars. That's always a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. The Blessing Heart Gala. And the QHS play, A Rich Full Life. And those kids do an amazing job. It's their winter play. Of course, I've been watching those for years with my kids. The musical this past year was great. But QHS play, A Rich Full Life. And then, of course, something near and dear to Brittany's heart, Shop Local Saturday.
It is near and dear to me because I believe Shop Local means anything local. It can be your local bars. I'll be there Saturday. It could be your local restaurants. But the biggest thing that this does focus on, I believe, is shopping, your local retails too. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of those downtown. I know one of them saved me this morning.
They did. Again, thanks to our friends at Crazy Cakes. So when you're out shopping local on Saturday, get yourself some breakfast there. And again, this breakfast that Brittany and I are going to have here very shortly.
Are there cinnamon rolls, which they do make fresh? They have fresh cinnamon rolls. I believe it's every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So that's a great way to start your Friday, especially if you're seeing this today.
Yes, thanks to Joy and Brian for setting us up this morning. And I want to thank you once again for helping out.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it a lot. So I think, and also I've got to make sure she gives me my half of the cinnamon roll.
He's not getting his half of the cinnamon roll.
No. So have a great week. We'll talk to you next week.